All right, so good night, everyone. I know it's been a minute, so thanks for still being with me and holding on. And as always, like, share, and subscribe so that could continue on to my second goal of 2,000 subscribers. Still slowly working my way up to that. Tonight, I want to talk about a young player who is making waves in MLS Next Pro, and I think would be a very solid addition to our team. He is none other than Roald Mitchell. Some people would have seen that I have shown a lot of thumbnails or a lot of shorts with goals that he has scored recently, and he is definitely a striker's striker, if you know what I mean. And he has great attacking qualities. I know there is the conference finals this weekend. I can't remember if it's Saturday or Sunday, where his team, New York Red Bulls 2, would come up against Colorado Rapids 2. And if you think that, hey, talking about a team like this or a player at that level doesn't really make sense, one thing we should consider is that in Colorado Rapids 2, there's Wayne Fredericks, who is on the national team. Now getting some game time and that kind of thing. Also in this league, there are players like Kylie Ofre, Real Gill, who again would have been in and around the national team so far. So with that being said, I think that we could possibly look at him as an addition to the team. I know that I at least have one friend who talks a lot about the MLS players, but let's be honest, right now the MLS players doing pretty decent for our national team. We have Dante Sealy, we have Tyrese Spicer, we have Kobe Henry, all of who apply their trades currently in the MLS. So I think looking in the MLS is a start. I don't think it's the end, but I think that could definitely help our team moving forward. So I just thought I'd pull a little bit of information about Roald Mitchell. So taking the information straight from on Wikipedia, right? So Roald Mitchell is age 22, born in 2003. His height is registered at 6 feet 2 inches, and he is a forward, and joined the Red Bulls Academy in 2018. So he worked his way up into the academy, and in the fall of 2021 he moved to Wake Forest to play college soccer. So in his 3 seasons at Wake Forest, he appeared 56 times and he scored 19 goals. At March 2021, Mitchell was announced as part of the pre-season roster for the Red Bulls reserve side, New York Red Bulls 2. And he started playing a little bit there. That is in 2021. Then in 2024, after attending college, finishing college, Mitchell returned to New York and signed a 3-year first team contract. So he signed for the MLS team, which is New York Red Bulls, right? He played twice for the New York Red Bulls, and then he unfortunately suffered an injury in the 2024 season. At that time, he was also playing, just getting time with New York Red Bulls 2. So he was signed in January to the MLS team. In February, he started playing for the MLS Next Pro. And in March, he was a leading scorer in the league for MLS Next Pro with 8 goals in 5 matches. So we definitely see that he is a goal scorer. And I mean, if you look at the highlights, you could see the type of runs that he makes, the kind of press that he puts on. He's definitely hungry for goals. Just looking at his career stats, when he played in 2021 for New York Red Bulls 2 in the USL Championship, he had 10 appearances and 2 goals. That was in 2021, and then, well, he went to Wake Forest and he had 19 goals. Then he came back and he played 2 games in Major League Soccer, and in those 2 games he's still finding his footing, so he got a little bit of time in each of the games. He didn't really score any goals there. 2024, as I mentioned, he played 5 games and he had 8 goals. 2025, this season, he has he has 11 appearances in the league, and in other competitions he has 2 appearances. I'm not sure what those other competitions are. Or MLS Next Pro playoffs, that is not considered. US Open Cup. So he had 19 games and 14 goals in that, which is a fantastic conversion rate. Why I bring his name up now, as I mentioned, he's an out and out striker. He is 22. He is eligible to play for Trinidad through parentage, and he could be the person who subs in for Levi Garcia, or allows Levi Garcia to play wide, obviously on the right wing, or I've seen him play on the left wing also, but I think he looks a little more comfortable on the right wing, and cutting in. If you look at some of the plays that Roald Mitchell plays, he's very comfortable making the runs and pulling defenders. He is very comfortable taking the ball, raising his head and shooting. His first touch when he's in and around the box is very, very good. He's a very strong player. He puts his body between himself and the defenders. So I think there's a lot of positive that could come out of a player like him being on the national team. And again, age 22, now is the time for that. I know that we have tried Justin Obiku, who is similar in size and stature, but for some reason just hasn't been firing as yet. So expanding the options, at least for the upcoming games and moving forward, could definitely bring benefit to the team. So I just thought that I would mention him because he's a young player making waves, and if he continues, soon he'll be back in MLS, and everybody will be talking about him then. He could be making moves, but he's a player who is one to watch, and I think the quicker we could get him onto the team now, he could start settling in and making an impact for the Trinidad and Tobago national team. I spoke to someone recently, and this is not to toot my own horn. I'm just happy about the fact that I'm able to help the national team in terms of finding players, highlighting players, and seeing players get onto the national team. I spoke quite highly and in length about Darren Payne, and I saw he got onto the team. Everybody who knows me knows how much I speak about Malik Khan and the great work he's doing, and how I think he should have been on the team, and then he happened to be on the team at this point in time and doing pretty well. Now I have highlighted Roald Mitchell quite a few times in the shorts, as I mentioned, and doing a long video on him now, and very possible he would be on the national team soon. So again, looking forward for that, and really hope that we continue to find players and bring players so that we could improve the team and grow from strength to strength. So continue to like, share, and subscribe, and let's make Trinidad and Tobago the strongest team it could be by finding the best players we could.